This is DJ Speedy.
And DJ Utopia, also known as Speedtopia.
Welcome to the Audio Infusion Green Room Session.
We met around, I think it was 2007 on facetobase.com, which it was called then it became Face to Base Live. And we met in the chat room. He was a DJ on the internet site. And I used to be one of the people that used to come into the chat room to hang out, listen to the music, and just, talk to everyone else that was in there.
Yeah, and then she came to visit one time when I was DJing this party, and that's how we met face to face.
Which was like 2 years later. We had stayed in contact online for those 2 years, and then we was able to put a face with the name. At a party that he was playing in Jersey, I decided to make the trip up to the party, and that's when we physically met.
Right, and that was it.
That was it. It was history. When we first met, I had a feeling at that point that I would probably start DJing. Like I had said previously, that he was patient and he was willing to teach me. He was willing to spend the time to show me how the equipment worked, in terms of how to listen to music. And because I had an interest in it, he was like, okay, you have an interest, I'm going to take the time and I'm going to show you how it's done. And so I kind of, because of that, I wouldn't say I think, I knew that this was going to be the time and this was going to be the person that was going to actually spend the time to teach me something that I was always interested in. I particularly got into DJing as a result of him teaching me, which was about like 6 years ago. I always had an interest in DJing. I always thought it was kind of like cool. Back in the day when people used to use vinyl, I had an interest then in how they would mix and blend records and things like that. So my interest in terms of the art of DJing has always been there since like the mid-'80s. And then I expressed to Speedy that I really was interested in learning, and so he took the time and the patience to teach me. And I've been DJing ever since, and I really enjoy it. It was kind of like blending of a couple of things that I like, which was the music, the genre, and dancing, and just that good time that one would have at parties. I thought that was kind of cool, and so I wanted to learn to DJ to be able to hopefully give that person, another person that experience. So that's my reasons for doing it.
Me personally, I grew up in a town in New Jersey, Vauxhall, New Jersey, where it was a town full of DJs, and they used to have parties at the school and outside, and the whole town would come out for that, and watching the older guys do it, I just wanted to learn how to do it. Plus, my mother loved music, and I had music in the house all the time, so it was just, I guess it's just natural. That's where I ended up, Do we mix well together? I believe so, and the people that have heard us, they enjoy the way that we play together. We feed off each other, try to keep the energy up. Do we play together often? Recently we have. Pretty much everything that we have been doing, trying to play outside of the home, it has been together, hence Speedtopia. That's what we're trying to build, that brand as Speedtopia, not two separate DJs, just one DJ, one sound, right?
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah, I for me, I feel that our styles complement one another. We feed, like he was saying, we feed off of each other. We kind of both know the direction without even having discussed it prior or planned it. We kind of know the direction that we're gonna go based on the records that has been played by the other. We could get a feeling of where to take it, and then for me, I like that. because it's like, okay, that's when you really know that you're in tune with the other person that you're playing with, that it sounds like really one continuous DJ, and unless you look up and see that it's another person, so I think that our styles are very, very complementary. But yeah, I get a kick out of playing with him. That's one of my favorite pastimes.
Yeah, I pretty much search for the equipment.
Yeah, he's been doing this a lot longer than me. He's been in the game longer in terms of sound and equipment. So I give all my trust to him. He is the one that picks and chooses what we play on, and that has worked for me. I just adapt to whatever he chooses.
I started Face to Base Records because I just wanted to basically have my own label, as I was fortunate enough to work with Joe Flame or D Sharp Records, and he put me down under his name. So for like 5 or 6 years I was part of D Sharp Records, and then Face to Base Records came about, which I was still under D Sharp. Then a few years ago I decided to branch out on my own, and there we go. Face to Base Records was born, its own entity, which we are pretty much doing, pretty good. Pretty good. It's really picking up.
If interested in finding more about Speedtopia, which is DJ Speedy and myself, Utopia, you can find us on our website, which is www.speedtopia.net. That's SPEEDTOPIA, which is a combination of our names, Speedy, Utopia, minus his last, my first, character. And you'll be able to find all our other information. If you go there, you can find our Twitter account, our Mixcloud, also whatever videos we have posted on YouTube. But our Facebook, if you want to find us via that way, you could do it. He's Alan Speedy Jackson. I'm Utopia Jackson. And when we also have, what is it, a fan page on Facebook?
Yes.
And what is that?
Speedtopia.
And you can find us that way. So again, our website is www.speedtopia.net.
First, we want to thank Patrick and Henry for having us here. And
Definitely.
simple, we want to thank everybody in the house community that's keeping house music alive. We don't want to single out anybody because everybody is important in this genre. We need everybody. So thank you.
And pretty much ditto. I think we do need the DJs, the producers, the dancers, all they all have their different functions, but they're also important in putting this thing called house together. One cannot make it without the other. So it's just, for everyone to, like they always say, house is supposed to be about unity and love. I think that it has, and that's what has kept us as strong as we have grown, is the unity of all those components, that we do come together and we do make a party. We do make a good time that is talked about, years later and so on and so forth. I think that was the foundation of house, club/house. And I think that is still the foundation that people are trying to keep strong.